A man was mystified when his boomer coworker refused to sell his house for more than $50,000 because he says the real estate market is fake. The guy posted the story on Reddit, explaining that the boomer's house is a simple 1,200 square foot ranch in great shape. No dilapidated fixer-upper. Nevertheless, the boomer insisted that only idiots would pay more than $50,000 for the house because that's all it's worth. Naturally, the coworker did what any of us would do, go to Zillow and look at the comps. Sure enough, similar houses were going from between 200 and 300 grand. But the boomer was totally unfazed, and unsurprisingly, his house sold in mere hours. The thing is, the boomer's not technically wrong. Our real estate market is absurdly overinflated, and just like happened in 2008, that bubble is probably going to burst eventually. Economists say the main driver of our insane home prices, which have risen 423% in the past 40 years, is simple supply and demand. There just aren't enough houses for all the people who want to buy one. And until that changes, and that probably won't happen anytime soon, especially given the way the new administration's tariff and immigration policies are likely to affect the construction industry, prices will probably continue inflating. But there's more to this than simple supply and demand. Not only is housing still a financial product rather than a commodity, despite how that all worked out in 2008, we now have a huge boom of corporations gobbling up houses, or in some cases whole neighborhoods, so that they can flip or rent them at absurd prices. And of course, individuals doing the same thing to rent houses on apps like Airbnb. All of these factors have combined to drive prices up so high that housing is basically a luxury good now. And given that a lot of these purchases are in fact illegal, yeah, the boomer's kinda not wrong. Our real estate market is basically the definition of a scam. It's possible that he did someone a huge favor by selling them a house for just $50,000, but it's sadly equally likely that he sold it to one of those corporations that's gonna flip it for an astronomical sum, or just let it sit empty as a lot of investors do. The fact that he also walked away from hundreds of thousands of dollars in retirement money in the process makes the whole thing even weirder. Just another chapter in the utterly bizarre story that is the US economy.